Riku! Axel! Vincent! Sir Venom!
Mechalath lies dead upon his hoard of treasure. Nearby are 3 Githyanki, who have so far assisted you in capturing the dead dragon. Their goal, return with him to the Astral Sea to add to their menagerie of other red dragons upon which they ride in their everlasting battle against what they call the Gake, mind flayers. You fought the dragon along with his horde of salamanders atop what is the remnants of Guardmore Abbey, a place that seems to hold some sort of significance due to the hillside that it lies upon. You encountered a group of Minotaurs after fighting off a coven of hags. The Minotaurs, seeking to return to the temple underneath, which their people had built to the god Bahamut, a dragon god of some sort, a good one. They didn't give you much more information, and you ventured forth, seeking to understand the area. But what called you to this place in the first instance? It was Barak Clanghammer, right hand of Lord Neverember, the ruler of Neverwinter. And when you were fighting Mechalath, you were told that they were not actually a person at all. That Lord Neverember and Barak Clanghammer were simply a gold dragon who goes by the name of Aranox, one who supposedly had some ties and connections to the city of Waterdeep. You currently find yourselves still in a pitched battle, salamanders moving in to engage and attack further. Sir Venom, you sprang forward in an attempt to cast Gentle Repose, which I believe you will be doing on this turn. Is that correct?
I think I already did that.
You did already? Okay. Okay. And then we will begin, still in combat, with Axel von Thunderstruck. What would you like to do?
Well, Axel just saw Riku, so brave, run at that one guy D, Salamander D, and he's gonna go help him. So I think it's 15 feet to get here. And how much damage have we done to this guy already?
You have done 26 points of damage to Salamander D.
All right, well, let's try to finish him off with a reckless Great Weapon Master axe attack.
I also
Let's
think
see.
I gave Sir Venom my
So
bardic.
18.
Oh, you did.
18. That is going to be a hit.
All right.
Big hit.
So
Yeah,
that
it's
will
gonna be a big
be
hit.
9 plus 2 plus 10, so 21.
21. All right.
And
it is bloodied.
yeah, we're going to go for another one. Another Great Weapon Master attack. Another 18.
That's
My.
also a hit. Damn.
For 29.
That's
29
max
damage. Yeah.
That's pretty incredible. So what did you do for total damage? 21, 29. You did 50 points of damage in one turn.
Yeah.
Pretty good. Pretty good. You move across the dead salamander, its body flaming on the ground for where you had killed it. And as you get within a few feet of it, you can feel the heat off of the one nearby.
So
You are going to take 10 points of fire damage because this one seems to have superheated its body in response to the ensuing combat.
Yeah, right?
what a fucker.
Is he allowed to do that?
All right. And then shit. I gotta stay here, or else Riku's gonna get fucked. So, we're gonna stay here, and I think I
Okay.
have a bonus action. Yeah, yeah, we're just staying.
Riku notes that his friend cares about him.
Yeah, just remember that next time you're throwing around those heals, that Riku, because man can only
Okay.
take so much damage.
That does bring us to Sir Venom. What would you like to do?
How do the healing potions work? If I want to drink one.
Bonus action?
Okay.
You just pop that top and chug that sucker.
Yeah, they're more like healing vials. Think like, like 1 ounce of liquid. Like they're really small, generally speaking.
It's like taking a quick shot.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I guess might as well do that. 'Cause it's not like you really need the resources. So 4d4 plus 4. $13. Let's see. And I can't see. I can only see that one that they're attacking. So I'll move over to here. And then let's see. Do I even feel like I need a spell to hit this guy because he's hurting so bad? How's everyone else's HP looking? Do I need to
I feel like I'm
I'm at like 2/3. It looks like.
Vincent's at
Axel's
full health.
Axel's at 50.
full health.
so I'm still by far the most injured.
Yeah, I think that's roughly correct. Percentage-wise, you are the most injured, and you and Axel are like roughly equal percentage-wise, but he has more HP than you.
Axel's a fucking HP tank.
I guess I'll use
Totem
my
of the bear.
action to use my Icon of Ravenloft to cure wounds myself. So 3d8 plus 3.
Pulling one out of Riku's book.
Oh, two. Re-roll ones, right?
Yep.
Alright, so a 4.
So you potioned and self-healed?
Oh, went from ones to eights.
Wow. That's pretty good.
Another 23 hit points. Yeah, I was real low for hit points.
Light
I was
of
at,
He
like,
was like
20.
he was at
queen
like
shines
a
upon you.
third of his health or something. All right, so bonus action, movement. Is that your full turn?
Yeah, I think that's everything.
Okay. The Githyanki Gish, I believe her name is Azima. Is that correct? Yeah, I believe her name is Azima. She will. Oh gosh. So she had. You gave her the scroll already, correct?
Uh,
I think so.
I don't know if I did, but we can say that.
I'm pretty sure you did. I think she
I mean,
made
she
us
asked
give it
about
to
it, and I showed her for
or
sure.
we would before she'd like help us.
But if that was part of the deal before we came here, then sure, why not?
Okay.
It doesn't bother me either way.
Okay. I'm just contemplating whether or not she's actually going to use it at this moment in time or not. She will yell to her Githyanki defensive positions around the target, and they will use their actions to move here and here to defend the dead dragon. She herself will take up a position here. Does she have enough range on that to do anything? Let me just check one thing. She does. And I think she can see the salamander. I'll give her a shot at that salamander to help you guys. And she can take up to 3 of these. Is that, can everyone see that? Yes. So the first one is going to be a miss. The second one, that's going to be a hit. And the third is going to be, I believe that's a hit as well. Yeah. And so she fires 3 bolts, 2 of which blast into the salamander, causing fire and heat to sort of spray across your faces. You're actually going to take 2d6 from this as well, Riku, and we'll just count this
What?
as your damage because you're close to the salamander. In this instance, she is going to do quite a bit of damage to this salamander.
What? She hurt me for 4 points?
The fire blasting off of the salamander
Hold on,
hurts
wait.
you
So
for
this
4
is
points.
magical fire damage?
She's not hurting you. She's attacking the salamander, hitting the salamander for 21 points of damage. And as that happens, the
blood.
flames burst off the salamander like blood onto you
Ah,
for 4 points of damage.
okay.
That being said, she kills the salamander in front of you.
I'm just making sure it's not magical fire damage. That's all. That's why I was
Oh,
asking.
it is fire, but it's not magical.
Yeah. My whole crown, I got to make sure,
Mm,
being honest with that.
gotcha. That will be her turn.
My helmet, rather.
And then Githyanki's turns. All right, the other salamanders, they can move up to 30 feet, so they're just going to begin rushing in. There's 3 of them at this point. Let's see. $20. That one will rush there. Here. Okay. And so they begin rushing in into the room as well. I'm just going to move this one. Can I make that one opaque? I think I can sort of hide it a little bit. There we go. And so those 3 are in here and entering the room all bunched up at this point. That does leave us with Vincent. What would you like to do?
Well, I guess I gotta keep eliminating all these threats. I mean, are they making a commotion as they come in? Did I see
Yeah,
them
yeah, yeah.
around?
They're literally scorching and burning the ground beneath them. The if it's like sand, it's turning to glass. If it's rock, it's melting.
All right. Well, Vincent will step out from around the corner and fire some shots at these things. So we'll just go with the whatever one. Front one.
Okay.
I'll do a sniper shot. So 19
That's a hit.
or 23 damage.
Nice.
And then I'll take a follow-up shot. Also sniper shot, -5.
And which of these are you hitting? Are you hitting this one?
Just pick one.
Okay.
Honestly. Yeah, that one. And then I got a nat 1 for my roll. So
Oh,
I
yeah.
am going to redirect that to 1 in the back. And I'll also keep it a -5, do some extra damage. Ooh, so only 10 on the reshot.
Yeah, that's going to be a miss.
Are you out of fancy arrows?
No, I think I got 1 left.
Yeah. All right.
Is that?
I
I
just
don't know how
because
much
it's
of it.
I don't know if you have any AOE arrows, but
I do, but it's not like a ton.
And I use fireball, but these guys are immune to fire.
yeah.
So
What
use
happened to that shatter move that you did that one time? That
I
one time in
traded
the
it
town.
out. I can adjust my spells when I
I'm
level up,
gonna
and I took that one out at some
Oh.
point.
sit back and call it a turn.
Okay. And so you sort of dip back behind cover for now. Is there anything else? No bonus action? Okay. Let's see. Riku, what would you like to do?
So from our time here so far at the Abbey, have these slug or worm creature things indicated whether or not they like speak or like talk? Have I seen them talk?
Yes, as a matter of fact, they have been speaking in a language, in particular to each other, as they rush into the room. Do you understand Ignan?
No.
Okay, then you do not understand what they are saying.
So I don't know if they speak common.
Correct.
So then this spell probably wouldn't work. Command wouldn't work for me unless I had comprehend languages up already.
Does command indicate that you have to speak the same language
Yeah.
as the target? Gotcha.
Yep. Sure does. It's a level 1 spell, so
Gotcha.
a little bit of hoops to jump through for some. Okay. I mean, Rico is pretty comfortable attacking one of these things at a time, but taking on a group of 3 does not seem like the best idea. What else we can really do? All right. He's gonna run up and start swanging at this guy right here.
Do it.
Their AC is a 15.
Oh,
Holy
oh,
shit.
baby.
Let's see
We'll
that
take
crit
that.
damage.
Okay.
Damn.
And we're gonna, because of this was a crit, I'm gonna have to use my bonus action for the bard stuff here. I believe it's still a D8.
You get to double that.
Really?
Yeah.
So it's a
Okay.
14.
You want me to just double what I got, or
Yeah, just
roll
double what you
another?
got. Yeah.
That's fine. 14.
All right, so that could be
18,
one attack.
14. 32 points of damage as the sun sword lashes out. Because you do get close to it, you are going to take a little bit of fire damage from it. 4 points.
Wait, the last one was fire damage too?
Against you, yeah. But it's just their body, basically. The
Okay,
heat
so
of
then
their
I'm
body.
gonna not take more damage off because I didn't realize it was fire damage and I'm resistant, so I should have only taken 2.
Oh, nice.
2 both times is 4 total, so then just leave what I took off before.
2 plus 2.
Okay. And we're swinging again, even though it's hurting me every time. 23. So
That is a hit. And you can hear Gilbert Gottfried's voice being like, "Why is it so hot?"
It's a
throw
sun sword.
another
How is he
10,
hot?
10 points on top of that.
10 points on top. All right.
And I also have my movement, and I moved 1, 2, 3, so 15 feet to get here. So I got another 45 feet. My boots are active.
Hmm.
I'm gonna say to Vincent, let's fall back. And
Yeah.
we're gonna go over here.
All right. So that is going to cause an attack of opportunity against you. Does a 15 hit?
But it's at disadvantage.
Okay.
15 would not hit though, I think. Let me double check.
15 is going to be the roll by the looks of it.
Yeah, 15 doesn't hit.
Nice.
Gamble
so
pays
you
off.
do not take the damage.
That's action and bonus action movement. So that's it for me.
Nice. That does bring us back round to our one-eyed wonder, Axel von Thunderstruck.
Yeah. Okay. So turn order wise, it goes.
Trying to kite them, basically.
It goes me, then Sir
You're like the only one
Venom.
who can do that with me too.
Sir Venom, then the Gith, then the Salamanders, then Vincent.
Yep. Vincent and
So
Riku.
when we fall back, Vincent's gonna be. I guess you're right next to him, so it doesn't matter. All right. I'm going to pop forward and attack. I think that's an E. No, that's an F. Is that an F? I think that's an
Yeah.
F.
I'm
That's
just
an
saying,
F.
if all 4 of us are clumped up versus 3 of them is better than 2 versus 3. You know,
So I'm going to attack F.
so we can share the damage instead of the 2 of us just taking it all.
And I'm
Don't you mean tanking it all?
recklessly great weapon mastering.
Okay.
15.
Is exactly what you needed.
Nice. All right. Oh, got a 1 this time. So that is 18 for my first
Still
attack.
pretty good.
Yeah.
It is now bloodied.
So we're gonna do great weapon master again on this guy. Ooh, I got a 14 that time.
That's a miss.
So I think I've used 5 feet of movement. If I want to get here, so that's 50. All right, yeah. If I use,
Did you get sneak attack on that at all? On that first one?
no, because I use my two-handed heavy weapon.
Ah, gotcha.
Yeah. So if
Keep
I
going,
use
sorry.
the rest, if I use the rest of my movement and my bonus action to dash, I'm not going to dash all the way, but dash a little bit, a little dash, I can get to right here, and then yeah, hopefully they'll split up.
Okay. And so you have mobile, right? So therefore, you're not gonna
They
provoke
don't.
attacks.
He doesn't get an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
So, yeah, end turn.
Sir Venom, what would you like to do?
Let's see. I'm assuming that this room is pretty tall, since this is where like the dragon hangs out.
Yes. In fact, this temple is probably about 100 feet tall, like into a pitched roof above you.
Okay,
Makes
so
sense.
I'm gonna take to the air. Let's see, they have spears, right?
They do.
Okay, so I guess I'll hang out around like 15 feet above the ground. That should be out of reach of their spears if they use like the reach property.
Okay.
Is that how tall are they?
You think 15 feet is probably good enough?
Okay.
I think you have
So
a
I'll hang
spiritual
around.
weapon too.
Oh yeah, didn't forget about that. Hang around 15 feet in the air just to keep out of melee range. Maybe see if I can get one of them to throw their spear at me and lose it. Then I'll have Umbra come in on this guy that Axel was attacking.
Okay.
Attack him with my bonus action with a 21.
That's a hit.
And so that is 16 damage from Umbra to that guy.
Okay.
And then I think it might be time to pull out a nuke. So that guy's already bloodied, right?
That guy is doing pretty poorly, as a matter of fact.
Okay, so I won't nuke him. So I am gonna take Guiding Bolt, and I'm gonna upcast it at 4th level. So that is 7d6. So 24 radiant damage to E. And the next person who attacks him gets advantage.
Did you make a range spell attack?
Oh, I did not. Oh, nat 20. Let me just roll up another 7d6 for that.
If you want, you can just double it. Although you had some
Uh,
pretty low. It's
yeah,
actually pretty good.
I want to roll. How much you want to roll?
Either way, that's insane. 2 crits
Yeah.
from us like almost back to back.
And I got the exact same thing.
Okay, so 48 points of damage against E.
Against
Did you
E.
say?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Wow.
They look similarly bad at this point, the two front salamanders. And it's funny, you see as they're beginning to bleed out, these ones in particular, once they superheated their bodies, they have begun to pour lava onto the floor. And I will toss some lava
Bastards.
down onto the floor for this.
Trapping us in here.
Then I'll
Protect
move
the
15
loot.
feet backwards. Oh yeah, we can't let them melt the gold.
You guys are just worried about the gold, not even like scared for your lives.
Yeah.
I mean, a little bit.
Quick, get the rubble, build a wall. We'll make a dike. Right?
Excuse me?
Yeah, dam it up.
Yeah. I know you know about this there, Riku. Earth science.
Yeah, we had earth science together. That's true.
See, now I'm debating: do I want to back up, or do I want to take a stand in front of the gold and not let them get to it?
You are flying 15 feet in the air, so
I could always land. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna land back and stand in front of the gold.
okay. You rip off.
Oh my gosh. Protecting the gold.
Yeah, protect the gold. I'm gonna stand like right here.
And you hear Azima yell, "Let's kill these things." She's going to take one blast at the front two, so one blast each. The first one is going to be a miss, so she'll do her second shot at the same one, which is the northern one. I think that's F. That's going to be a hit. Oops, I shouldn't be using the salamander. +7. Oh, it's actually the same, so it's all good. She'll still be a hit. This will be 30 points of damage. The first top one is dead. She will take her third blast at E. That's going to be 24. And she will not kill the second one. So she will kill the northern one. She will not kill the other one. Let's see. 17.
Damn.
This lady's
It's nearly
crazy.
dead.
E is?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the one that got lit up with that guiding bolt crit.
Yeah. That was a lot.
After
Azima.
upcasting it to 4th level too.
This one will move here just to protect. Let's see. That brings us to the salamanders. E will doesn't really have a ton of movement. Oh, it will get in within range of you, Sir Venom, and it will. So one, just as it gets close, its superheated body will deliver 7 points of damage because it's within 5 feet of you. It will take a spear attack for a 25 to hit.
Oh, that's a hit.
And it's going to do it with two hands. So it will be 10 points of damage plus 5 points of fire damage for 15. It will then use its tail attack for 26.
Oh damn.
And
Rolling
that is going to
high.
be another 21 points of damage, 5 of which are fire.
Okay, so 19 total. I should have stayed in the air.
The other one is not going to have enough movement to do anything other than.
Falling into our trap.
Is
It
this actually
will-
a trap?
Well, we just kited him
Yeah.
back is all.
It will go here and it will throw its spear. So it's going to throw its spear at 20 feet. Let's see who it can hit with that thing. It could do 60 and hit one of you other guys. No, it's going to throw it at Sir Venom in the hope that it can just like grab its spear on the way by next time. So spear attack from far, 15.
Yeah, it's a miss.
All right, you are able to dodge out of the way of that,
Flank.
and that's sadly its turn. It does bring us back around to Vincent. What would you like to do?
Light him up. Do-do-do-do-do. I'm gonna what kind of height is this gold pile?
It slopes up for about 10 feet. into the
Needs it.
middle.
I mean,
Vincent
So
wants to
it's
climb on it a
probably
little bit.
difficult terrain to.
it is difficult terrain.
Okay, well, we'll get up on it a little bit.
Okay.
Just for fun. And then we'll, Dead. Alright, we'll shoot the one right in front of Sir Venom.
Done. Let's see.
At -5.
Okay. Oh, that's a hit.
Good shit.
So 20 damage.
Go ahead and describe your kill. Sir Venom, you are going to take more damage because its lava blood is going to spill out, but
Wow, it sounds like it just lava explodes out everywhere. And then we'll take a follow-up shot to his buddy right behind him. Right next
gotcha.
to him. Also at -5. 10. But there's
Yeah,
no
the
other
10 is a
bad guys.
miss. No.
Yeah. Okay. And that's fine. Finish him off, boys.
All right. Full turn. That brings us to Riku. What would you like to do?
Riku's gonna do his patented war cry. I'm running in, and I'm gonna swing the sword again at this man, even though it's gonna hurt me.
That's a hit
Yeah.
for 9 points of fire damage, so half that.
4.5. You, sir, take 11. Riku's
Ooh.
gonna swing again. That's not a hit, though, right?
That is not a hit.
All right. And he is again going to be using his guerrilla tactics and running away, giving you an attack opportunity attack at disadvantage.
It's going to try to slash or hit out at you with its tail. 17?
Oh yeah, that's good.
Oh, just hits. Okay. It's going to be 7 points of bludgeoning damage and wow, that was a really bad roll. I got a 1
I
and a
like
2.
it. I'm fine with it.
And then 8 points of fire damage.
Now Riku's down to 1/3 HP. A little less.
Okay. There is some lava on the floor from this guy as well. And end of turn?
I still have a bonus action, I guess. Bonus action, just for the fuck of it, because why not? I can, at will, for one time a day, use Misty Step. So I'm gonna do that.
Where to?
Just on top of the gold, because why not?
Like a
Let's see.
leprechaun.
What
30
is
30 feet
what
away.
is what is your passive perception?
Passive perception is 15.
15. That is good enough to see a pair of bracers within the pile of gold before you.
Like right underneath my feet or something.
Pretty much.
Put them on, see what happens.
All right. I guess Riku will just, since they caught my eye, I'll grab them for now and just remember that I have them, and we'll take a look after things settle down.
Sure. Full turn then?
Yeah, that's it.
Axel.
Yes. Axel is checking to see how far away G is. All right. I think I can get to G just by using my normal movement. If I just like do I have to like dodge any lava? Like if I just want to go like
You're able to jump over it if you want to or something.
yeah, I'll
A
skip.
little bit of a heroic move.
Yeah, over the lava, and then so as far as we can tell, this is the last one that's like actually in the combat with us. So
Yeah.
we will recklessly attack Great Weapon Master G.
Okay.
17, which is, I think that's a hit.
Oh yeah. Yep.
So 23 for the first attack,
Damn.
and we're going for another Great Weapon Master. So 21,
Also a hit.
and
Minimum
another
of
23. So 46 total.
damn. Okay. And as you lay into this thing, you will take some fire damage from it. 5 points of fire damage by the looks of it for you. And more. I'm just gonna throw some more lava down as you like cause its blood to spray about. And the lava blood pours down onto the marble floor, and it actually like eats away. Like there's like pockets of like
Whoa.
lava in this marble at this point.
Yeah, as I see lava shoot out of this guy, I'll probably just take a square back.
Done. That brings us to Sir Venom. What would you like to do? As the one before you is oozing lava onto the marble.
I'll have my feathery boy come up, take a peck at him with a 16
That's a hit.
for 14 force damage,
That's pretty good.
and I upcasted it. And how's he looking? How
Pretty rough. Pretty rough, to be honest.
Okay. Let's see. Does Bardic Inspiration affect like if I cast, I don't remember what this spell was originally. The cantrip that has a saving, like a dex save, would the Bardic Inspiration affect that at all?
Not
Or is
for
it only
you.
for like attack rolls?
No, yeah, just attack rolls. So like if you used Radiant Flame or something, is that the idea?
I think, yeah.
Yeah, that wouldn't do anything for you.
Okay.
You could use it if you were saving against a spell.
I almost like the idea of allowing you to add it to the DC that needs to be hit. So like it's almost like a bless or something on top of it. I don't know. I got to think about that one. We won't do it this time.
Let's see. What can I use to finish him off? I have solo health. I don't want to engage, so I am gonna back up. I'm gonna go 15 feet in the air and 15 feet backwards. And then yeah, I guess I'll use Divine Flame. So he has to do a dex save of 18.
Okay. Dex save of 18. He fails.
Nice. So that's 2d8 plus my Blessed Strike. So 3d8. So
What type of damage?
10 radiant damage.
Gotcha. Okay. It is still up.
Oh, that bastard. And
Finish
that
him
is
off,
it for
man.
me.
End of your turn?
Yep.
Okay. Azima is going to take a few shots.
Oh, we got TK Nuke Girl coming up next. She just killed everyone.
She's gonna miss
She's missed quite a few times.
twice
Oh
in a
my.
row.
Jesus.
She's gonna miss all 3 shots because
Oh,
she's
man.
got to hit a 15.
Should have left her glasses at home.
She's only got a +7 on that thing. It's pretty damn good, but
Should have had like,
that does bring us to this salamander. It is going to go for the it's gonna try to run. Actually, It is very worried about its. Well, yeah,
It ain't getting very far.
yeah. It's gonna try to run. And it will go there. Okay. That does bring us back to Vincent. What would you like to do?
Kill it. Put it out of its misery.
All right. You'll probably have to
Get
move a
into
little
a
bit. You can see it from
little
there.
boom. Gonna squint a little bit. Draw his bow extra
Draw the what?
dramatically. Bow. Bow and arrow, longbow.
Yeah.
-5. At 20.
Oh,
Oh, so
so
he's
many
definitely dead.
Brits this round tonight.
23 points of damage.
Yep.
Okay. As your arrow arcs from darkness into the light, from inside the temple to out, you see that you strike this creature through the back of its head. Your arrow piercing straight through, and it causes lava to squirt onto the ground, causing the sand and dirt to turn to glass or molten rock. You are now out of combat, and Azima immediately turns and says, "Come, let us speak to Mekalath so I can bring him back to my people."
Riku just like drops to one knee on top of the pile of loot, trying to catch his breath. He's like, What do you mean speak to him? He's dead right now."
We're going to bring him back, and then I want to speak with him and tell him he must come with me.
Think he'd be willing to barter now?
I suspect it will make him easier or more amenable, especially if he knows that the only other option is to remain here dead.
So you need a hand dragging this dead body?
Yeah, I'm bringing her a friend. After she so coldly, like, just forgot about him.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
She looks a little surprised at you carrying the dead Githyanki in your arms to her and her people.
Well, he was very brave. Or she. I don't know what your guys' deal is. So, yeah.
Nonetheless, it is appreciated. We shall bring him back to the Astral Sea with us. And they go over, and they
Oh, way to
basically
go, Axel.
between the two of them.
You could have had his loot.
Well, if you wanna bring him back to life, go for it. Just let him know that this is ours. Riku gestures to the pile.
Make a persuasion check about if you want to bring him back to life, go for it comment.
Persuasion.
We can do that.
Yeah, I have revivify,
20.
revivification.
Not a nat 20, but a 20.
Your time is rapidly running out, and she looks at her two friends, and she asks, "Should we bring him back?" I'm gonna do a secret roll.
Ooh.
Secret roll.
A super secret roll. But it's not a secret because you just told us about it, but we won't know what it means or what the number is. So
They sort of look at each other, shake their heads, and say, "No, you're right. Zeshkar would not want that. We shall revivify Mekalath." And she brings out the scroll, and
Do,
she will.
do they know they could do both?
I think it's been near all. They don't know that they could do both.
yeah.
Yeah, so I'm telling them, like, if you decide right now, we can do both. I can revive your friend right now.
And they sort of look dumbstruck, and she says, "Do it."
All right, I take a diamond out of my pocket and I cast Revivify on him.
Okay, go ahead and remove the diamond from your inventory. Hit the spell slot. Make a Wisdom saving throw and a Persuasion check.
So 26 for the saving throw. And you said Persuasion?
Yes,
And a 3 for the
That's-
persuasion check.
So the good news is that you reach out into the darkness and you clasp onto the spirit that was attached to this body without any issue, and you do so easily through the layers of darkness of death and beyond. Your hand guiding past Kelevemvor's scales to determine where a person's soul goes, almost gliding through realms beyond and pulling the soul backwards. And you invite it into the body. And as your hand does so, and you reach through and you place it within the body, you attempt to coax it back into its mortal shell. This coaxing goes poorly, and yet the soul stays. Let me make another check.
Whoever was keeping track of all like the gems and stuff we had, we have -1 diamond.
I don't know if we like.
You would have had a diamond. That's not
Of
an issue.
course, yeah,
What I would say is maybe we'll start to track some specifics if you would prefer.
yeah.
But like if there are specifics that you need, for instance, Sir Venom, like out of the stock of 10, let's say you have one less. In regards to the body, it comes back to life, and it does have a negative opinion of you. It begins cursing, and they try to thrash and grab at you. Make a dexterity saving throw to jump backwards.
5.
It grabs onto you and begins to punch you, but none of it's like lethal damage of any sort. It's just like pounding on your armor, basically, and the friends begin to pull it away.
I'd say like easy friend. Like you just went through a quite the ordeal. You're back now. You're with your people and you're safe.
And you can hear Azima speaking in Gish to the others, saying something. And she says, "Thank you. This was a great boon in our battle against the Geik. Now, for Mekalath." She steps forward and she will use the same. You can see her reaching out to touch the creature, the scroll burning up, diamond dust littering across the creature as it does so. And
Didn't they have to bring the body back with them before they revived it?
reading her powers, she has to she can't. It actually has to be a living creature.
Oh,
She got a 25 on her attempt. She brings Mekalath back, and as she does so, at 1 hit point, the dragon's eyes open. "Fools, I'll never go with you to the astral sea." To which she says, "Your choice is simple, with us or death." Does anyone else wish to say anything or do anything?
Riku just like he's standing on top of his pile of loot with his sword like on his shoulder looking at the creature, and he's just like I told you we'd win. Now it's as she says, you work with us or we send you back to whence you came. He points his sword at him.
Roll an intimidation check at advantage.
Vincent will draw his bow to like. He's only at 1
Assist.
hit point. Should be pretty.
24.
Okay, so what you needed was a 20. The dragon looks between the lot of you, longingly at its loot and hoard, and bitterly at Azima. "I shall go with you, but no, I am not pleased. I expect concessions to be made in the astral sea. I am no mere mount for you mortals." At which she says, "You will live within the rookery amongst your kind. You will have everything you have ever wanted and much, much more. Mekalath." He sort of snorts and says, "We shall see." Azima is going to come around looking at all of you. "I cannot thank you more for your efforts. We will leave you all of the gold per any agreement we had beforehand, but also as a sign of our gratitude. and you're helping the eternal fight against the Geik. Mekalath, know this: they are not bad folk. Though they take your things, they give you your life. It's only because of them that you live. And Mekalath sort of again snorts fire, turns his face away from you, and make an insight check actually to see. Yeah, Sir
23.
Venom.
Well, I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, my insight is
I'll take-
super high.
Yeah,
I'll take one. I'll take a shot at it.
its draconic
Seven.
features are a little difficult to discern. So Axel and Riku, you have a hard time telling. Vincent, maybe it's because of your turtle ancestry, but Sir Venom, you're able to tell because of your depth of understanding by reading other folks' memories. This dragon is giving off shame. It has been shamed. You have bested it in battle, and therefore it is losing its horde, and
No.
it's
Vincent
losing
smirks
the
and
thing that's
takes
important to it.
pride.
Don't
Good
worry,
accomplishment.
Mekalath. We will honor your horde quite well.
And another thing, what you said about the dragon in Neverwinter, if that's true, then we appreciate your information, whether you gave it up in willingly or not.
It is true.
Hey, if you ever, when you're done the astral plane, if you find yourself, back in our neck of the woods, look us up. We'll go hunting for a new horde together.
And he sort of snorts and he sort of nods his head at the Gith Yankee next to him. I suspect they won't let me.
Rico just smiles and then looks at him.
Well,
At this, Azima will use her ability, bidding you farewell, and she will plane shift herself, the 3 Githyanki warriors, and Mekalath.
Just
Wonderful.
leaves us there by ourselves.
And the reason I said he has to be living, I didn't realize it has to be 8 willing creatures. So they have to be alive. They can't be, like, if they're dead, they're technically an object.
Yeah.
So they all disappear.
I
You
high
are
five the rest of the boys,
standing atop a dragon horde.
and then I immediately cast Aura of Vitality. Now that we're out of combat. So how many actions would I get in a minute?
10.
10. So 20d6.
yeah. I think last time you did this, we all got like 20 HP. So you
Yeah,
rolled like
yeah.
you rolled
Nice.
like an 80.
So 66.
Divided by.
I think
Divided by
Vincent's at full health though, right?
I don't need any. You
Yeah.
can not include me.
So 33 each.
33 each. What kind of math is
22?
that?
Yeah.
22 or 33. Which is it?
It's 22.
I'm gonna do 33 to me and then 11 to Riku and Axel. 'Cause I am
Okay.
very, very low.
I mean, we're gonna take a short rest anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna rest it anyway.
I will give you quite a bit of things here. Is there anything you guys want to do atop the Abbey? Maybe talk amongst yourselves on some level in regards to what you're thinking you're going to do next?
Um,
I'm thinking we settle up with this horde, then explore these surrounding buildings, and then maybe go back to the Minotaur camp, some lentil soup, maybe a quick nap.
yeah,
Okay with that.
but what if we can't? We'll see how big this pile is before, because yeah, we don't want to like. What if we can't carry it all, and then we go back and we tell them what we just did, and then they have people come here, and then they start scooping it up.
Bro.
Well, no. I mean, I think step one is secure the bag. So let's figure
Yeah.
that out. How do we do this?
Okay.
Anyone? Do we have any magic means to?
There is one.
Transport
I
this?
wanted to see how much is here before. I think I think I have an idea, but it's a little. It'll be controversial.
Sure. Okay.
We did already spend a ton of like
We get a
Spent,
recoup.
what, like 30,000 gold already?
Doesn't matter. There's a pile of gold here. We gotta secure it somehow,
Yeah. So what are we
regardless
looking
of how much
at?
money we do or don't have.
Yeah, we're gonna do our best to try to get as much back as we can, obviously.
Well,
Look,
whatever doesn't fit, we could put in that like the little mini fort that we have.
yeah. And then you got that fast travel unlocked.
It's true. We
True.
did at the tower
Good.
where we first met
have
the
to-
the alien people.
Just, everybody, nobody worry about this tower that just popped up.
And I'm just doing the magic items right now. Okay, I will begin listing off some of this for you. In terms of treasure,
Yeah.
and I'll just drop this in the chat so it's easy to see. There's a lot. You can fit it into. So you've got two things, right? You've got a bag of holding, and you've got
The hole.
the hole, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Fuck ton of silver.
Wow.
I mean,
Is-
it equates up to over like 7,000 or 8,000 gold that you earned for this hoard.
Okay. Okay.
This is just from the money.
Yeah.
Yep. There are also a number of mundane items, and between being here for a period of time, you could identify them however you would like. Um,
Between me and
and
Riku, we can identify
Take like
2
10
magic
minutes.
items every 10 minutes.
so there's your mundane items. The sketchbook in particular, too. Let me just see if I have an image to provide you with. It shows Mechalath in what appears to be battle with a number of other folk in a really like strange way, actually. So this is this is actually the sketch,
Nice.
and the dwarf in particular seems to have almost like odd tendrils or something on their being that they seem to be fighting the dragon with. So it's quite the sight. In regards to the gems, there are 25 gems. Roughly 1,500 of it is worth of diamonds.
Sir Venom will hold on to the diamonds just in case we need to revive people.
There's a
So is
number of-
it 3,325 including the 1,500, or are those two numbers separate?
It's including.
Okay.
Don't get greedy.
I'm just clear. I just for bookkeeping.
No, I know. Basically, you'd probably want to subtract 1,500 off the 3,325
Yeah.
if he's going to keep those diamonds. You do have a number of like well-made items that are not magical, some sort of art piece, basically, amidst the gold and the treasure. And then there are a number of magical items. And if you wish to identify those, the very first one is going to be the bracers. The bracers of lightness. They are attunement required, and this is a homebrew item. And it allows a user to turn a two-handed heavy weapon into a finesse weapon.
Oh shit!
Well,
Sounds
well,
like
well.
quite an item. Not for Riku. Riku throws them to
Yeah.
Axel.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I'll wear him. I'll wear it. He's look good.
And get sneak attack off your great axe. That's pretty baller.
So it does have a limit to it, right? So what's your proficiency bonus right now? +4.
Yep.
So you can do it 4 times a day for up to a minute each time. In case you're in like a super long battle that goes over 10 rounds, you won't be able to do it, but I made it attunement on purpose. So that one's a custom one. The others, let me roll them up. That's like the last thing I have to roll, actually. Where did that?
Like the large gold bracelet and the silver necklace, those are all just fancy items, not magical.
Correct. Yep. Let me roll some D100s. Uh, 81, 966. 81 is table F. Can somebody roll me a D100? 3 D100s, actually, please.
3.
3.
Hmm.
Who's feeling hot with the dice?
I'll do
Yeah,
all.
you guys can split it up.
Yeah. I'll do all of them.
Okay.
Do it, Axel.
Come on, whatever's good numbers. 150,
Alright, the
nice and
first one.
even, nice and even
Right?
number.
A 32. There is a broom of flying amidst
Get the
the
fuck
items.
outta here.
Oh!
Stop it.
Wasn't
That's
that
the
like one of the
32.
specific things you were looking for, Riku?
There's no way.
I'm not shitting you. I rolled an 89, which is on the uncommon major item table, and then the 32 is the broom of flying. The 27 is, let me go back to my roller. That would be a 9. A 9 brings us to, so this is going to be a common magical item. 27 is a potion of healing. And then what's that last number? Is it like 100 or something? A 90 or something?
91.
91, thank you. A 91 on 66.
You're so happy
66.
seeing this broom. He doesn't know why, but he
91
is.
would be, oh shit, wow.
Oh, we got a wow.
It's an 8th level spell scroll.
Ooh.
Oh, jeez.
Let's see. Where do
I feel
I
like we're
roll
opening
this?
like a loot box, like a D&D loot box
Pretty
opening.
much.
Big animation.
Spell scroll. 8th level spell scroll.
So Riku's now surfing on a broom like all the time.
All right, 8th level spell scroll generate. Is that actually a real spell? That might be a real spell. I don't think that's a real spell.
Yeah, I'm not seeing it.
That one's a real spell. Feeble Mind. And I will toss that in the chat. It is an enchantment scroll. And you basically devalue a charisma score to 1.
Alright.
Are there limits to it, or is it just like?
They have
You
to
know.
make
Have to
a
use
saving
like
throw.
Oh, okay.
It's a super high level spell, so.
Yeah.
right, but it makes it a 1, right?
It makes their
So-
charisma score a 1.
Yeah, if
And
they
they
fail.
can't cast spells, activate magic items, understand language, communicate in any way.
Oh,
They can follow their friends, follow them, and even protect them. But it like really kind of shatters their intellect and personality.
my goodness. That is a powerful spell.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm a smart person, yeah.
And then there is one more item
Hold on. It says it lasts. Wait.
for 30 days.
Get the.
30 days?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've never seen that ever written anywhere in D&D.
Yeah, I read at the very
30
end. That's
days.
why I was like, what?
By the way, the stuffed doll looks like that.
Ew.
Nice.
That's sick.
It's a non-magical stuffed doll that looks like that.
Yep.
Okay.
There's one more item that you find, and it would be a deck of cards.
Oh.
Another one.
It
Jeez.
is the deck of many things.
What if we Can Vincent hold both the decks of cards?
Sure.
No.
Wait, you've got a sword that has wish, the deck of many things, and the deck of illusions.
Well, no, I wanted to take both decks and like riffle them together.
No, do
Oh,
not
no,
do
yeah.
that.
I don't. I don't
I
think
know,
we
I was
should do
joking, but I thought that would be chaotic.
that.
Very chaotic.
Yeah, it'd be very chaotic.
Like the bridge shuffle where you,
I know what you're saying.
yeah, I wanted to do that.
Can I get somebody to roll a d4 for me, please?
I can
On
handle
it.
this one, guys.
A 1.
Everybody step back.
Oh,
I
you
can
did it.
handle
Never mind. We both
Roll-
rolled ones anyway.
we
So
rolled the same thing.
Okay. This deck of cards only has 13 cards.
so it
How
doesn't
many-
have the full deck.
Does not
Ooh,
have the
can
full deck.
Can I use my session inspiration on that roll?
If you want to.
I think I do.
Well, now he knows the outcome, so he wants it.
Damn it!
You want more cards?
Bardic inspiration.
Bardic
I
Inspiration.
don't know if that works that way, but
It's not going to work on that one. Sorry. Oh, let me just see. Yeah, so this one only has 13 cards. Is what I'm going to say.
it's okay. I'll add that scroll just so we have it documented.
Okay.
Eighth
And if you
level
would like-
scroll.
You wanted to hold on to the deck?
Me?
I thought didn't Vincent say he wanted to hold on to the deck?
I
Okay,
was
was
just
it?
saying to do my jokey thing. I don't really want it.
See, does it need
It's got
We just need
jokes.
someone
Oh,
to
it doesn't
account
even
for
need
it. That's
tournament.
all.
People with everything else.
Alright, I'll put it in my inventory to keep track of.
Yeah, that's all.
Do we know which 13 cards?
You do not. And if you wish to look through, if you wish to just look through them, you can do so, but it's not necessarily indicative of the cards that you might actually draw.
Is that an option?
Yeah.
But you're saying it
Are-
might just be randomized anyway.
Okay.
You have to declare. So okay. So the deck of many things. This in particular is found in a box. So it's like a little metal box. It's actually lead lined, so you would not be able to like scry on it or inside of it. It has 13 cards, and the cards themselves are actually made of ivory, like bone, ivory bone.
Okay.
If you want to just like look through them, so like dump them out into your hand and look at them, you can do so. They are effectively beautiful tarot cards upon ivory, with many different pictures and items. And I could, let me see if I have this. So like here's an example. Oops. Here's an shoot. Copy the image. Here's an example of some of the things on the deck, for instance. Now, as you look through these cards, they sort of shimmer in a way that suggests a temporal nature to them. There's not something permanent about the images on the cards, which means that it suggests that these might not be the images that are imprinted upon the actual card when you draw it, and there's something that feels sort of ephemeral about it. Using the identify spell, you know that before you draw a card, you must declare how many cards you intend to draw, and then draw them randomly. So put them into the lead box, shake it, and then draw that number of cards. Any cards drawn in excess of this number have no effect. So it's only the first, like if you say 2 and then you draw 3, it's only the first 2. Otherwise, as soon as you draw a card from the deck, its magic takes effect. You must draw each card no more than 1 hour after the previous draw. If you fail to draw the chosen number, the remaining cards fly from the deck on their own and take effect at once. Once a card is drawn, it disappears from existence.
So there's only 13,
So
and
it's
once
like
you use them, they're gone.
13
Yeah.
Basically like 13 charges.
That's exactly right.
So Okay.
There's some really
That being
cool
said, can the
effects,
effects
some
repeat,
really
or is
not
like
cool effects.
in theory, once one thing happens, it can't happen again? Like they're
Uh,
unique. Or do
I
you
think it's
re-roll
random
it
each
every
time.
time?
it's
Yeah.
random each time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. Whatever you're looking at, Sir Venom might not actually be the deck that I'm using. Just a heads up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the one from D&D Beyond.
So it might have it might be some overlap, but like I would say don't bother because there's like I've got like a custom one.
Oh shit. This sounds very dangerous.
So
That's a
so
similar
I
idea.
is there? I mean, yeah. Is there anything in there that would just like ruin a character or like kill the like
Um,
how bad are the whammies, I guess, is the question, because obviously it sounds like we don't
this
want
is a
to.
little more controlled, I would say, than Ariel's ill-fated desire for power.
Okay.
This is I don't
Yeah.
know if this is it, but this is one of the ones from D&D Beyond that I saw that looks really scary. Your character, you just go away. No one knows where you are. No one can find you.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
one good thing that you know, and you know this because you saw it in a vision, and that is that the skull has already been pulled from this deck, meaning it theoretically cannot be drawn again.
Ooh, wow, so that's good.
And the skull is literally this.
That's what happened to that guy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that cannot be drawn. You know that for a fact. If I would definitely say Riku, you can make a check on this, and it can be performance to think through songs or history, whatever you wish. If anyone else wishes to make some sort of history or related check to see what they know about the deck of many things, you may do so.
I was thinking I would once we take a rest, maybe pray to the Raven Queen, see if she knows anything about it.
Okay, so Riku, you know that the deck is both boon and bane. It can produce spectacular riches, or it can doom you in some ways. Now, the cards are not necessarily always instant. So if you pull a card and it suggests that you will come into a great amount of treasure, doesn't necessarily mean it's just going to drop at your feet that instant. Could be a few hours, a few days, no more than a week, generally speaking, or a 10-day. But you're due for the thing that you draw. That's what all the stories say, at least.
The Venom like looks around at everyone holding the deck of cards. Make should we try it?
like right now?
How bold
One
are we
for good
feeling?
luck. We just killed a dragon.
You see Riku right now, he's just playing with his broom, learning to ride it. He's like, I'm kind of busy.
Yeah, see what it does.
So okay, well, shit. I mean
Man,
that.
I'm like, this sounds really cool, but I'm also terrified of this item.
Yeah. Damn. So how does that work? Do you have like a deck that you're gonna pull? Like, how do we roll for it, or do you have like a deck that you're gonna pull from, and then that is the
So
how does that work?
I ordered the let me see if I can find this on D&D Beyond. I actually ordered the physical and digital bundle for this, and the physical comes with a deck.
Okay.
I'm waiting for that to be released. It was supposed to be released already, but they had some production issues at Wizards. So I don't actually have the physical deck. My plan was to actually like pull from that deck at some point here.
Yeah.
And I like timed it well enough that it should have been here, but it's just not yet. We can roll for it. If you guys want to do it tonight, happy to roll for it.
Okay, and then the other question is, you said once we pull one card, we have to keep pulling them within an hour, or else they all go off all at once?
No, if
The
you
declared
declare how
number.
many you're gonna pull.
Oh,
So we can just
okay.
say we're gonna pull one.
So you can't say I'm gonna pull
Like that.
5 and then pull 1 and then like
Be like, all right, I'm done.
okay.
Correct.
Okay. Oh man. All right.
Is it very groupy or could it be individual? Like, does it matter who pulls it? Like, if we're doing like a group pull,
Oh, it
it'll
has
be
to be
very individual.
one person
No,
declaring
I
and
know.
pulling at a time.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, who wants to pull one?
You know what? Let's do it. Sir Venom will
Oh
will look
God,
around
here
the
we
boys.
go.
Oh,
How
Like to live
many?
dangerously.
How
He's
many?
going to say a prayer to the Raven Queen, give himself a little bit of guidance while he pulls this, just in case.
Okay.
You go, all right, boys. I declare that I will pull one card from this deck of many things.
Okay.
Then I'll close my eyes and I will shuffle
Riku
the
salutes.
deck, and I will pull the top card off.
Please roll a D100.
7, Sir Venom.
33.
33.
Vincent takes a step back.
Let me find the image for this card so you can see the exact card that you pulled.
My bird gives me a look like an idiot and goes and lands on Riku's broom to get away from me.
Let me just see if this one exists.
She's like, you have pulled the void. Your body and soul disappear.
Wouldn't be
So I
the
think
first
there's
time
art
he's
for all
pulled
these.
himself.
Good many things. Where's the art?
you pull the dragon. Well, maybe they don't have it online or something. No. Yeah, I can't seem to find like art for it. You pull the maze card, and the maze card, in this instance, please roll a d6. Uh-oh. Is he gonna get sucked into a
6.
labyrinth?
Not necessarily. You are going to feel though incredibly exhausted, and you take 3 points of exhaustion.
Ooh.
3 levels of exhaustion.
We gotta get this man to a hospital.
And the card sort of disappears in a necrotically green burst of flame. And so that's the only effect of the maze card. You gained 3 levels of exhaustion.
Okay.
Nice. We got a
Let's
bad
see.
pull out of the
You
way.
just like go
Yeah.
through a labyrinth and not realize it, and you're just exhausted.
It feels like you've run a marathon.
So I have disadvantage on ability checks, my speed is halved, and I have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. So I guess that's
That
not
works.
terrible.
Pack up and go rest up so you can recover.
I guess I'll also then cast Phantom Steed, so that I don't have to walk.
Okay.
Lazy.
Can somebody mark that you now have 12 cards in the deck of many things?
12 cards. Okay, so that wasn't the worst that could have happened.
No.
But some of them can be really good.
Because like, let's look around, see what's here. Zoo. Starts flying around in the room.
All right, yeah. Let's clear out this building and then check the others.
Okay. As you here, I'm just gonna remove all the fog.
Also, we would while we were getting everyone's loot, we would have taken the spears if they were fancy looking from all these lizard people.
It's really not gonna let me do that. So the buildings are actually like almost entirely empty. I will, for the most part, just like cut and open everything. They are ruins. What you can see, and the thing that like is both peculiar and maybe like good, frankly, is that any staircase down into the depths of the build of the hillside that the abbey's built on top of, they're all ruined in that they are inaccessible so far as you can tell. In fact, when you go into the bottom one, or the building to the south, when you enter that one, some of the lava that has claimed the hilltop is bubbling from beneath that stairwell.
Lava.
Yep.
Well, looks
You
like
also
that's that, boys.
You also suspect that it's dissipating slowly, and it will take quite some time for the effects that Mekalath had on this area to fully disappear.
Okay. So, were we able to secure the whole pile of loot?
You were, yes.
Oh, wonderful.
All right, let's go. We gotta take a rest. Let's get out of here.
Yeah, go rejoin the
And,
Minotaurs and have a
continue-
rest.
Yeah, and continue our journey on.
I could certainly use one.
Let's do it.
Yeah, why are you sweating?
That deck, man. Whatever card that was just wiped me.
Okay. Where would you like to head to? You want to go back somewhere in particular?
You go back to the Minotaurs.
Yeah.
I could use some soup right now. All I'm saying.
Okay, back to the Minotaurs.
Want to rest and let them know, give them an update on the sitch.
Gotcha. You return to the Minotaurs, and as you do so, they're camped out. You can see that they've been exploring the ruins of the village, and they greet you with a bit of, a bit, how do you do? How was your night?
We're all battered and bloody and bruised, besides Vincent, who is unscathed.
Sir Venom
And-
is falling asleep on his horse.
And we're like, it was quite the battle, but we did it. We dispatched the beast. He's gone. You're free to explore at your leisure now. The dragon will
Oh.
trouble you and these people surrounding here, these lands no more. Thanks to us, Riku smiles, puts sword on shoulder.
Indeed. This is, they're all like snorting and stomping and like braying, basically like a happy horse would, but like in bullish form.
Cool.
They seem quite pleased with this account. By my calculations, one of them says the lava should dissipate within 30 to 60 days, and we'll be able to use the tunnels that it carved into the hillside to explore further down. Some of the ruins might be destroyed, of course, and yet, who knows? Maybe it will unlock passages for us that we didn't have otherwise. Thank you all so much. We will remain here at camp.
We're happy to help.
Indeed.
Say it
And
like
we
you
would,
mean it, Riku.
We would definitely be very curious of your findings.
Oh, you're welcome back at any point in time. An individual by the name of Tariano comes forward, and he says, whenever you're here or in the area, you're welcome to stay at our camp, partake of our food, and when we uncover the Temple of Bahamut, you're welcome to gather, any blessings that it may provide.
Excellent. You know, there's a teleportation circle around here if you guys know how to use those.
Oh, indeed. My understanding was that it was in the old wizard's tower.
Correct.
Oh, perfect. Was there anything there, or was it empty?
No, that's it.
Good to hear. Good to hear. You didn't happen to clear out the tower on the south side, did you?
Not yet. We were thinking about it, but we might be done here, so you guys might be on your own there.
No, no. Fair enough. Fair enough. We're gonna give it a wide berth, regardless.
We had a run in with the hags over there. Not too pretty.
Oh, hags. Indeed. Well, we'll keep clear of them as well. Thank you.
That's right.
Are you guys gonna stay here with the Minotaurs, or do you want to go back down to where you left Rictavio and Casimir?
Riku would also let them know that if they're ever in Everwinter, drop by Shenanigans. Couple drinks and games on us once it's open.
Make an insight check as you say that.
Couple of spins.
15.
You gather that a few of the non-archaeologists look intrigued by this, as well as maybe one or two of the archaeologists.
Yeah, we'll tell them opening night in case they want to take a break from their, what's going on here.
Oh, indeed, indeed. Appreciate the invite, and well, we'll give it a look-see when we're at Neverwinter.
Of course.
Cool. Are you guys staying in the camp, or are you gonna move on for now?
I think we should long rest in the camp.
I mean, what time is it?
Yeah.
It's not that late in the day. Between the gathering of treasure was probably the thing that took the longest
Yeah.
on top of the abbey, so it's probably about midday.
Well, I guess we tell the tale of slaying the dragon, leaving out the space folk and their that part.
Gotcha.
And I'd use the sending stone to call up Octavio and tell him and Kaz like we're taking a rest at the friendly Minotaur camp we found, and they should come join us. I'll send the bird to guide them.
Oh, okay. They do so. They join you, and they, wish to hear of your trials and tribulations as well. You are able to spend a long rest at the camp. Do you want to just fast forward to the next day? Is there anything you'd like to do at the camp in particular?
How long are we? Are we there from midday to like all the way, like to the next day?
Yeah, I mean, it's up to you guys. You could travel at night if you so wish, but taking a long rest at this point would probably put you towards evening, if not dusk, nighttime.
Up to you boys. I'm good with either.
Maybe
Hmm,
we like spend the the afternoon and the evening like relaxing, partying with the Minotaurs, eating, drinking. We still have that like bottomless jug of wine. We just took on a dragon. Let's celebrate a little bit.
All right. You want to have a
Um,
night? That's what it sounds like.
yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
we're gonna
going to
have like a
use.
party night, then leave in the morning.
I'll use my rest to start reading the book of Lithids, Mind Flayer book from
Oh, okay.
Strahd's library, because those Gith people were talking about Mind Flayers, right?
Yes, they
Sure.
were.
So I'll start, and psychic damage is my one weakness. So who
Oh,
knows?
true.
Who knows what'll happen there?
Gotcha. Yeah, you can spend quite a bit of time reading that book. Um, I will say this: any sort of Arcana or history check related to Mind Flayers, you will gain advantage on. So go ahead and mark that down.
All right.
Riku's also he's spending the night drinking and riding around his new broom. Like he's getting a real kick out of it.
A little bit of D&D, or I guess drinking and flying, DF.
Drinking and flying. He probably
Okay,
fell off it once or twice, but like uses Misty Step to save himself from dying.
gotcha. Sir Venom, Vincent, are either of you doing anything in the Minotaur camp?
Sir Venom would eat some food and then just sleep.
Okay.
Vincent would just be studying his book that he has on the lichen, whatever it's called.
Oh, lycanthropes.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, same with you in terms of having advantage on history or arcana checks in regards to lycanthropy. Cool. Can everybody give me an insight check as well, please? Just a general group insight check.
Oh, are these Minotaurs gonna eat us? Are we?
No, none of them are going to eat you. You do, however, Axel and Riku in particular. Although Vincent, I'll say this: Sir Venom and Vincent, both of you get odd feelings about a few of the Minotaurs, though non-archaeologically focused individuals. Yeah, you don't want to say that they're brutes or like hired hands, is what we would refer to them as. Riku and Axel. Some of these guys are up to no good. You don't know what it is. They got shifty eyes. They were watching you in particular. You don't get the vibe that they want to steal anything, but you get the vibe that they don't love that your presence is around.
How many of them? What's the size of their group?
There's a half dozen of them that you
Of
feel
that
this way
are
about.
eyeball? Oh my goodness, half dozen, so 6.
Yep.
Hmm.
I think Riku wants to use message and warn like one of the leader guys that
Okay.
some of these some of his companions here seem shifty and perhaps maybe planning something of ill-will nature towards them.
Gotcha. And you're able to do so. There's a bit of a surprising response, or the response is one of surprise and appreciation, and that they will gather. If you would be willing, they would like to do a zone of truth within your presence with these individuals
Yes.
Ooh, dinner and a
we would love
show.
that.
in the morning. In particular, is when they
Of
would
course,
like
we
to
would
do
love that. Yes.
it. Okay. The night passes. You each tend to your activities, and in the morning, you can suddenly see several. It's about 10 of the Minotaurs, of the about 20, 25, have gathered holy symbols, and you all now recognize them as symbols of Bahamut. You suspect that these archaeologists are, some of them have a religious bent or clerical nature to them. And though they carry no weapons, you suspect that their powers might be a little beyond what you seemingly believed. And as they come forward, you can hear them calling each of these half dozen out by name, and those individuals stepping forward. They bring them forth, and within a circle, the individuals begin to cast sanctuary on each other. Actually, is it sanctuary? I think it would be. Basically, like, I don't think they're gonna be able to be attacked. Yeah. So like they would have to make a wisdom saving throw, and they would have to choose like a new target. So they're basically circling up against them and preventing them from like leaving the circle around them, because they'd have to attack the individuals near them, and they'll have to make a saving throw against it. So as they do this, they then claim they would like to cast Zone of Truth on the individuals. And as they do so, they one by one sort of look at each other and nod and let it happen. The Zone of Truth has been cast, and Toriano, one of the archaeologists, steps forward. And the first question he asks is, are you dedicated to finding the Temple of Bahamut and helping in our cause? And he asks each of the laborers this. The first one fails his saving throw and is forced to answer truthfully. No. This causes quite a ripple amongst the archaeologists, and you can see an anger
Gasp.
and a rage building amongst the individuals inside the circle. One of the other individuals in the circle, let me see what her name is. An individual by the name of Brusifa steps forward and says, "We will not tolerate this. Let us leave now." And she is casting a spell as she says this, and she's attempting to cast it on Toriano.
Is that the main guy that's doing all like the question, asking the question?
Yeah, he's like leading the questioning.
Rico would use command and say, "Get down," like to the
Oh.
one who is casting on Toriano.
So funny enough, she's using command as well. Toriano, let's see. Toriano is going to fail his saving throw, and she says, "Move," and he steps aside, and Brusifa begins to lead them. But you cast command. What do you command of her?
To be prone.
Okay. Let's see. She's going to make.
She's got a 16.
She's got to make a 16.
Yeah.
She rolled a 12, and she has a +5 for 17.
Ooh.
And she ignores my command.
She ignores your command and says, "We're leaving. We will not be treated like this by you and yours, Toriano." And they begin walking over to their bags and their stuff, and they begin packing to leave. But you can sense that there is something broken between the two groups as this is happening. It's not come to bloodshed yet, if at
Riku
all.
looks to later and says, "What say you? Do we let them leave?"
And Toriano snaps out of the command bestowed upon him and sort of says, "Let them leave. So long as they leave peacefully, they need not be here.
What if they come
We
back?
are not entirely defenseless, and we will begin setting a watch. We will know if they return."
Yeah,
All right, it's your show.
they'll be back.
And he says to the 6 of them, "You come back to this land, and we will kill you." And
Yeah,
all of the others sort of like nod behind him.
Riku holds up his sword. "You know what we did. We can easily dispatch you if we'd wish. You're lucky we let you leave today." Puts his sword on the shoulder. He says, "Thanks to your friend here," and motions to the leader.
And Brusifa, their leader, sort of spits on the ground and says, "Come, brothers."
And he says, "You're not welcome at our opening party, by the way." As they're walking away.
And Brusifa and the other Minotaurs, under her power and sway, begin heading back down the hill and out. Rictavio does like a little golf clap for you. Well done, well done. It's good to see non-violence rule the day after what was clearly a day of battle yesterday. Does this mean we're going onward towards Waterdeep?
Well,
I believe so.
we have to. I think we're having a group discussion about that because I think because it sounded like Vincent wanted to do his thing, some island he wanted to go to,
Oh,
and
and you
then
can see surprise and disappointment on Rictavio's face.
yeah, no, I was. Can we split the group up? I don't know. Like, is where they're going? Is where they're going like a dangerous place or?
You don't know.
Okay. Well, if he thought, yeah, because I mean, if we had to split up and then just meet up for opening day, shenanigans opening day, I mean, that would probably be the move. Like me, because Vincent would need Sir Venom to fast travel to the island, and then Riku, Axel, and Rictavio and Casimir. Is that the guy's name?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Casimir.
Could just keep going to Waterdeep, and then yeah, so we need
I
that.
didn't even consider that option.
We need that Waterdeep fast travel unlock.
Yeah, I'd like to go there.
Yeah. What do you?
What were we going to Waterdeep for?
Um,
Was it just like to kill time, or did we have like a
Well,
goal
there's
there?
there's also the town where the whole campaign started is south of Waterdeep. We also
Daggerford,
kind of wanted
yeah.
to wrap
I
that
can
up.
pull up. Do you guys want me to pull up the map?
Sure, that'd be helpful.
Yeah. So shenanigans won't open for another 6 days at this point. So you have more than half a 10-day still before it is opening. You are currently slightly north of the Mere of Dead Men. So you still have about a 4 to 5 day trip down the Sword Coast along the high road, past Thronehold to make it to Waterdeep, if that's something you wish to do. You can split the party. I have no issues with that. We can deal with that as is. The one thing that I would suggest would be, Rictavio is quite excited about the idea of making his way towards Candlekeep. He'd be willing to do that with or without you at this point, and he is says it openly. He's traveled the Sword Coast. He's not afraid for himself, and he and Casimir are traveling as a pair. They are actually relatively well equipped. So regardless of what your decision is, they are going to continue southward, is what I would say at this point.
Okay.
Now, if we split up and Riku went and got the transportation circle at Waterdeep, would he be able to like use sending to tell me what that is so I could teleport right to them?
No, you would have to go back together to Neverwinter, and then one of you,
Yeah, you have to come
Riku would
back
have
with
to bring
me.
you to Waterdeep. Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
yep.
What does Vincent think?
No, I'm good with whatever. I'm good with finishing what we were doing. We're just going to
The only thing,
Waterdeep.
the only thing is, because weren't we doing like there's some rules you were doing with like the travel
But yeah,
encounter rules?
we would still do that.
Okay.
That's not an issue, is what I would say. The two individuals walking down the, going down the road would still have some of those encounters, and you would still get a feel for that. And it just wouldn't be as extensive, effectively. Um, the individuals who go off to the Moonshay Isles, and in particular Moray, would have something else happening.
I mean, it's not a terrible idea, especially since
Yeah, I
we
mean,
with sending we'd be able to keep in touch.
Yeah.
and what do you know about the islands, Sir Venom? That they're not like dangerous. I mean, outside of
You live there or something, right?
any other
Yeah, it
danger.
was the way I had it in my head was it was a were raven roost, but he hadn't been there in a few years, and it's where like a friend he had in the Raven Queen's court got stationed. But
Yeah,
again, it's been long enough that we don't necessarily know what's waiting for us.
Yeah, I mean, I want to go there at some point, but it doesn't need to be now. But if it's just like we're doing nothing else and we want to split up, we can get it done.
it's funny, the friend that you knew, Sir Venom, had a name that was Tharian Amalaran, which in the Raven Queen court means regal flower. Tharian Amalaran was actually an architect, like a magical architect, and he could warp stone and change a space to hold memory, and to he could make space out of stone basically with magic.
Sounds like a pretty cool dude. I'm game if you are, Vincent.
Yeah.
Okay. So it sounds like two of you are teleporting off to the Isle of Moray. Two of you, along with Rictavio and Casimir, are going to continue southward along the high road. Is that correct?
Yeah.
right.
Yes.
Who
Stay in
would
touch,
like?
boys.
Yeah, who has the sending stones? Let's figure
Don't
that
go
one out.
dying on us.
I have one. Rictavio has the other, but me and Riku can both cast it just with spell slots too.
Okay. And
I kind of want Riku, or I kind of want Rictavio to keep his while he's on his way to Candlekeep on his own, just in
oh,
case
okay.
it happens.
With our book.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that.
So
like,
so does he have
single
the book outside of the? That was going to be the next question I asked. He has the book, and it's not within the interdimensional space that is like the chest or whatever.
I mean, if he's continuing on without us, sure. But wherever we think it's safest, we'd probably keep it there while we're together.
Gotcha. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll keep it in the interdimensional space while he's traveling with you.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And we're
we are
gonna
going.
we're gonna meet
Oh, go
up
ahead.
at opening night for shenanigans. That's I think.
we got
Which
plans.
is
Yeah.
That's
how many
the
days?
tentative plans.
Yeah.
Who has the
Maybe,
deck of many things?
Sir Venom's holding on to it right now
Okay.
in his state of exhaustion.
All right.
Unless someone else wants to take a go with it, pull a card.
How many points of
we might-
exhaustion do you have? One or do you have two left?
I have 2 left.
Okay.
Maybe Riku will pull at some point, but not now.
Yeah.
I'm pretty happy with that broom. I don't want to test my luck anymore tonight.
Yeah.
All right. I'm just gonna put tokens down on the map to indicate where folk are, so that we have a decent idea of this.
Yeah. It's like one of those episodes of the TV shows where it's like a group of people, but then like two of the people are doing one thing and then two of the people are off doing another
So-
thing.
I'm wondering, Nick.
Yeah.
The broom, it doesn't specifically say how many people can ride on it at once. It has a weight limit, and the flying speed changes depending on how much weight is on it.
Does it
Is
have
it
a
feasible for
max?
2 people to ride it?
It is. More than like 3 is like probably not really feasible.
Fuck yes. The idea, the things that can happen with this broom, the shenanigans, it's gonna be great.
Riku, there's one thing you should know about Waterdeep. There's a bit of a no-fly zone.
What do you mean?
Well, them Griffin cavalry people get a little touchy when you start flying around in their airspace.
Riku fucking waves his hand. He's like, my brother's in the Griffin Riders. He'll I'll be
Are
able
you
to
guys
talk
on
him into
good? Are
this.
you guys on good speaking terms?
I mean, Riku kind of scratches his head. I kind of
It's-
picked on him, and we never really saw eye to eye. But it's
Alright.
been years since I saw him. He's I'm his
don't
big bro.
yeah,
He
don't
loves me.
don't be alarmed if the sheriff of the Griffin cavalry comes and
We're family.
all right,
He would
Confiscate your
never.
broom.
yeah, all right,
Look, I'll stay below the height of houses, okay?
all right.
I won't cause a ruckus, okay?
Oh, fuck yes. Nice. Okay. All right.
I combined cause a fuss and cause a ruckus in a one.
A fuckus. Yeah.
Rictavio does laugh at that.
Right. All right.
Okay. Let's go down the. Actually, let me think about this for 2 seconds.
Yo, I don't know what you're up to, Lynch, but
What?
splitting up the group.
Oh, I just
But
think
I-
it's an
I-
interesting, like,
I agree.
you know,
The dynamic, it's an
I'm
interesting dynamic.
I'm thinking like TV show here, where it's like, you know,
A
what-
plot and B plot.
what could go wrong when the group splits up?
Well, we didn't really have the option as much in Barovia to do things like this. That's why,
Yeah.
I brought it up once in the
I've
castle, but it's
also
like,
been playing too much for the king, and I split up my group a lot, and that spread out.
yeah.
I actually have no issues with this because I've prepared quite a bit, and I was prepared for both eventualities. So what I would say is, the two of you who teleport outside to a different place.
Ooh, this looks nice.
We have brought our horses with us.
You can bring your horses with you. That is not an issue. So you have your horses, and yet you're going to have to tie them up because you are on the Raven's Roost. It is
Lord
a
of the Rings world.
ledge. That's actually Scotland. This image. That's
Okay.
the Black Peaks of the Isle of Skye. But you teleport to this location, and you are up on a cliffside. Behind you is a cave opening, and in front of you is a drop in 180 degrees. The horses will not be able to get down from this location. So you'll either have to bring them into the cave with you or tether them to a rock, basically, just to keep them safe here. And then probably teleport onwards unless you can fly away.
This place safe?
I guess let's go into the cave. See if anyone's home.
Okay. And as you step into the depths of the cave behind you, the darkness, you both have dark vision, right?
I don't.
I do.
Okay. Your eyes adjust, Sir Venom. You can make out the first like 15 feet, 20 feet, I would say, in general, but you're going to need a source of light.
I'm pretty sure I have a torch on me.
Or Vincent, do you have a torch on you?
Well, I also have the light. I
Um,
have the light cantrip too, so I'll use that.
Okay. And
I'll pluck a feather and make it glow.
and as you do so, you can see the inside of this cave. It is, as you remember it, Sir Venom, from roughly almost a decade back. The one thing that has changed, or sorry, so I'll start with this. There's a small altar to the Raven Queen, littered with raven's feathers, and there are places along the walls where ravens could comfortably roost, and you can see actually quite a deal, quite a great deal of really nice little nests for ravens. There are no bats within this cave, just nests. Um, there are ravens that squawk and look at you and then go back to sleep as you move into the cave. And near the altar, which is littered with these feathers, is now a door, a metallic door with the symbol of the Raven Queen upon it. And that appears as such. So it's just the
oh, this
symbol
is
of
the
like
place.
a raven's head.
This looks like the place.
Yeah, it's
Vincent
big.
would approach. Vincent would approach the altar or the shrine or whatever.
Okay.
Just kind of admire it. And wish he was part of the
And
group.
and you can feel yourself being drawn towards the door as you look at the altar.
They're Venom.
Yeah. You ready to move on?
Yeah. Vincent would walk over to the door and put his hand on the logo.
It swings open for you without issue. And as it does so, the light on the feather held by Sir Venom shows you a set of steps that lead downward into the hillside from the cave ever forward.
Um,
Um,
Sorry.
no, go ahead.
Vincent would walk over to Sir Venom wherever he was. He would like pluck a feather out out of him and go put it over on the like and go add it to the thing before he went in.
Gotcha. So there's
Yeah,
another feather on the altar.
I would nod
Um,
approvingly at Vincent, and then do the same, and then say like one of the Raven Queen prayers I know.
and as you do this, Vincent, you are given 3 rolls of bless, as you would like. different times.
Nice.
So you've basically been blessed, but you can use it, and you've got 3 of them.
Bardic inspiration version of bless.
Pretty much. Nice
Does Sir
little
Venom
D4.
get that too if he leaves an offering in praise?
Wait, I can use them, or I give it, or I got it.
You got it.
Recharges of it. Okay.
You've got 3 charges of it. Yeah. Yeah,
Alright.
you can also get that, Sir Venom, if you want.
Sweet. Now that we have
Then-
a blessing from our queen, let's head down the stairs and see who's home.
Yeah. Can we
Okay.
do actually, but real quickly, can I do some sort of well, I guess I don't feel any kind of crazy, but if there's no, oh no, there's never mind. We'll just go downstairs.
Okay. The steps lead into a vast, dimly lit hall that holds a great circular maze of translucent ice. Standing at the center, you can see a burning brazier whose light passes through the ice. More than a step or 2 into the maze, however, the way becomes blurred and difficult to see. Within seconds of your arrival, the light begins to dim, as though it will only last a few moments more.
Gotta run over there.
So, from what you can see, the maze is within a roughly 150-foot chamber. You could walk around the edges of the maze, but the entrance to the maze is within 10 feet of the stairs leading into the chamber. And you suspect that you have to get into the center of there or find whatever is causing that flickering brazier to hold light at the heart of the maze.
Would this maze have been here the last time Sir Venom was there? Like, would you have any idea what it is or what it's for?
The only thing that was within Raven's Roost beforehand was the altar and the cave. The door was new. That was the new object.
Okay. Well, this is new, Vincent.
Is it a
I'm
trap,
guessing that we have to walk the maze.
or is it a test?
Okay. Let's see. Let me get detect magic going and see if I can sense anything from like the walls of the maze.
I mean, the entire thing is magical, but it is some form of transmutation, some form of conjuration, maybe even illusion on some level. It's like a number of different things.
Do I recognize my friend's handiwork in making this?
You do. He's quite a talented architect.
Like, oh, my boy Therian made this.
Oh, looks
I guess yeah,
Look-
we I'm guessing I wouldn't be able to fly over to get right to the middle. I'm sure he has guards or wards against that. But maybe I'll send Umbra to do a quick circle and do an outline of the maze and get like a blueprint going so we know like what it looks like.
What is Umbra in particular?
It's my raven.
Okay. And is it a familiar technically?
It is.
Okay. As Umbra begins to fly over the maze, Umbra is dissipated.
Oh, well, that didn't work.
yeah. We're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way. And
I summon Umbra back, and it just like looks at me all pissed off and squawks in my face. Like, sorry, little buddy.
yeah, we're gonna have to do this. We're gonna have to hoof it.
So let's start from the entrance, and then as we go, I want to like map out our path with minor illusion.
Okay, you can attempt to do so.
Make like
That
a
way we like
3D map.
yeah.
And so
That way
do
we
you
like
enter
kind of
the
know
maze?
where we've been and like kind of outline the maze as best I can.
Gotcha. Do you wish to enter the maze?
I think we do.
Yeah, let's do it.
As you step into the maze, a wall of ice forms behind you, suggesting
boy.
that your exit is now closed off.
No problem. No problem.
You
We just,
you
Press
can
we just
go.
gotta
forward.
get to the we just gotta get to the center, Vincent. We'll be all right.
Okay. So this is going to be a bit of a skill check. What I would ask is, how would you like to proceed? And you may both roll for this skill check at first.
Or actually, just sorry, but since I know Therion, does that mean I can use sending to contact him?
You can attempt to do so, but yeah, you can try to do so.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that. So, hold on, Vincent. Let me call up Therion and see if he can give us any insight as to what this maze is and what we're supposed to do.
Well, just tell him we're here. Find out where he is. Where's the?
That too.
All right, so we're gonna uh, and I'm just gonna drop. Can I get you guys to roll initiative? Is there actually maybe not? Hold on a moment.
Initiative.
If this goes south, Vincent, just turtle up.
Vincent
Why-
and
why-
Sir Venom, go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay.
Okay. 10. All right, so this will be your first turn, Sir Venom. The light is fading from the center of the maze. And with each action you choose, a turn will go by. You don't know how many turns you have to make your way to the center of the maze. But you can use sending as your first action.
Yeah, I want to use that to call up Therion, and be like, Therion, I brought. Oh, let's see. I have to type. I have 25 words.
Can you first roll me a 1d20? And if you roll a 1, it's not going to reach him because he's not on the same plane of existence.
Oh, 15.
Okay, it will reach him. And what would you like to ask Therion?
I brought someone. The Raven Queen is interested into the roost, and we're in the maze. Advise?
I have been requested not to provide advice, though it is good to hear your voice, Sir Venom.
Okay. I guess turn to Vincent and be like, I believe this is a test that the Raven Queen has given you.
Well,
I
then we
sus-
must ace it.
Yeah, I suspect we just need to get to the center with all haste. So let's move.
And his
All
last
right.
two
What
words to you are good luck.
Uh, that's
what
worrying.
kind of walls are we dealing with here?
The walls are entirely of ice thick, more than a foot
Ice.
thick.
Okay. More than a foot thick. Ice. We got any heat? We got any heat, Sir Venom? You got some fireball stuff.
Yeah, I have
Um,
firebolt, but
what about height?
I
Can I
strongly suspect we would not be able to burn through this ice.
Okay. What about height?
Remember what
Like,
happened
are we just
to
gonna have to run around?
remember what happened to my raven when it got above it? I don't
Okay.
The
think
walls are, yeah, the walls are 12 feet tall.
12. Okay.
I don't think even with my wings, I don't think I'd be able to fly over this to get to the center. I'm sure he thought of that. Therion's a pretty clever fuck.
All right. Well then, we got to get there quick. So what's the quickest way to travel on ice? Got any ice skates?
I don't have any ice
The-
skates.
You got to
So
roll
you're in
for it.
luck. The floor is actually stone. It's just the walls are ice.
All right. Well, what about I've got pittons. What if I tried to climb the wall a little bit? Do you think I'd like die if I got too high, or do you think?
Well,
I-
I'd say make an athletics check if you want, and that might give you some level of advantage, and you can maybe get over the wall.
Yeah, like maybe get a little look-see, or maybe try to make some shortcuts if we can climb the scale of the wall.
Yeah.
What, an athletic?
Yeah.
Be careful, Vincent.
That's all right. I got it. 22.
That's pretty good. You're able to get up and over the wall, and in fact, you leave the pittons in well enough so that you can then grab them out, and like go over the wall if you guys want. So you could move forward one level.
Can I like stand up and look? Like on top of the wall, or is this like a thin, like what?
Oh no, it's
Like
it's
just
more than
like
a foot
up
thick,
over
so you
to the.
can stand on top of the wall.
Like, can I see our destination and how far it is, and just like how many different walls we got to get through, and
You
that
can.
type of thing?
You think you probably have about 4 or 5 more of these to go over if you succeed in this manner. If
Goes
you
that
you know
route.
move forward in this manner.
All right. Otherwise, we just have to like run around and not get lost.
Basically.
Is what we seem. What we feel like.
And it's good to
All right.
it's good to know that we can climb over them that way.
Now, Sir Venom, you can fly? Are you able to like kind of glide over to like like jump and glide to the next like wall? You know?
Potentially, but I suspect that this is a test for you, Vincent. So even
Oh,
if I
okay.
fly to the center, like you're the one we have to get to you're the one we have to get there.
All right. Then let's
But I'd give you I'd bless you and
hold
give you
on.
some guidance
Well,
for
because I have some
scaling
blessing
these
because I have
walls.
some blessings too. Vincent's gonna get a little twinkle in his eye. He's gonna grab the 2 pittons in his each hand, and he's gonna acrobatically make a leap across and try to like, jump into the wall across the way, and then like halfway, and then like climb up like very heroically, acrobatically, and use bless.
Okay. Go ahead and make a roll.
Is blessed advantage or is it a D4 after?
D4.
Okay, that's probably better. All right, so an 18 plus.
So you don't have to use it if you don't want, is what I'll say. I don't want you to
Oh,
burn them unless you need to.
I mean, 18's pretty good, but I'm doing something pretty crazy. We'll go with the 18.
Okay. You're able to do it.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, and you're able
All
to.
right.
In fact, I'm going to say that you get far enough, and I will open up this space here for you so you can see. You are in the center at this point.
Uh,
Let's drop you both in here. Vincent.
I feel like I can't see anything.
No, you can't.
I'm
Yeah.
zoomed
Give
in.
me a
Okay,
moment
all right.
here. Oop, I've already done
Thought I might
that.
have been zoomed in too much or something.
No, that's how I've got it set up. And as you come over the top, you make it into this central chamber where the brazier is. As you're in
Okay.
here, the brazier is flickering and is continuing to go out. There are several keyholes in the brazier, each with their own token associated to it. One appears to be, let's see. They each have different pictures from a Taroka deck. The first slot, the first slot looks to almost be like the beacon above Argenvostholt. The second slot appears to be similar to that of the front gates of Castle Ravenloft, with the third slot looking like the entrance to the Amber Temple. Sorry, there's only 3 slots. That's my bad. So there's only those 3 slots, and each one looks like effectively an entrance to a place in Barovia that you have been.
Spooky.
There
A
is
puzzle.
you feel like that there are 3 different exits from this room as well. And as you look at them and you get closer to each of the 3 points of exit, it's almost as if the ice is like incredibly thin in that area. And I'll just give you like I'll just draw like an opaque thing on it for a moment so you can kind of see what I'm saying. There's this sort of like icy sort of like door that you could. Oh, that's like really thin. Let me undo those. There's sort of like an icy door here that you could like pass your way through effectively in this spot. And there's 3 of them in total, so 1 in each of the corners.
That we could go through now, or seemingly would open if we, opened one of the key things.
You can pass through them. Give me a insight check.
Ooh. 5.
Would you like to use any other rolls on that?
I feel like I need to use my session inspiration on this one.
Yeah,
Does your lucky
Yeah,
stuff count for that too?
that's good. That's good enough. You needed a 10.
Alright.
Yeah, so you kind of put 2 and 2 together. You suspect that you're looking for these 3 objects and that one will be through each of the doorways and it will be associated with that place.
Yikes.
And as you look at the keyholes, you realize that like, you know, this direction where because there's the brazier in the center, the keyhole on the brazier pointing this way towards that icy door has Argynvost Holt on it. This one has Castle Ravenloft. This one has the Ember Temple.
Alright. I look at Sir Venom and go, let's start with the bastard Ravenloft first. And we'll go
Okay.
through the area of Ravenloft.
Okay.
And Vincent's gonna draw his bow and be ready. Feel like something's going on in here. Knowing it's a challenge. Ready.
We will put you. Oops. We will put you in that space, and you guys will wait temporarily. Because we're going to go back to the other group now that you've had about 20 minutes or
We'll
so.
return after these commercials.
The other group, you travel for 2 days down the Sword Coast. We will advance your path first and foremost. And you are going to be just south of the Mere of Dead Men, just north of Thornhold. You cannot yet see the old keep of Thornhold that you know a dwarven city lives beneath. That said, you do have a random encounter here that I actually rolled up a while ago. The waves lashing against the cliffside do well to hide what appears to be a small coastal cave just along the path that's off of the beaten road. A makeshift shelter has been constructed on the shore within, which nobody seems to have visited in a long time. Stacks of crates containing old bottles of alcohol and water-damaged goods appear all along the cave walls. Near these crates, there's one last thing. What appears to be a crude map carved into the back wall. As you visit this area, go ahead and just make, could be a number of different checks, history, survival, something that would allow you to learn more about this place.
History or survival. Boom. Two 11s.
Gotcha. I mean, it's been over a decade. You suspect it actually could be like 25, 30 years since anybody has been in this place or that it's been used for any sort of thing. You suspect based on its location, the sort of like tucked away nature of it. I mean, there were, trees overgrown in front of the path just off of the road that you were able to discern and to find this place. But it in of itself is not seemingly important. It was probably used for smuggling, is your guess. Nothing jumps out at you, however. based on the map. It looks like maybe it leads to the far hills, which, funny enough, you have visited before briefly because that's where you came out of
Yeah.
when you exited Barovia, which is down here.
Okay.
But in general, nothing really of importance in this place.
And
So-
the cave, is it just like this, like a small cave? Doesn't like lead down further. This isn't just like the entrance.
Correct. It doesn't lead down further or anything. It's just a stowaway place for goods, effectively.
All right, boys, you guys see anything you like?
Is there anything in the cave other than this map, or is it?
Like I said, there's water damage goods.
Oh,
Like there's
okay.
like sort of like rotten crates and water damaged
Like
goods.
boxes of shit.
Yeah.
This one of the bottles of alcohol could be good if you like really want to investigate and find, search through 'em.
Mhm. Snag a bottle of booze or something.
I mean, we got all the booze in the world in that wine jug.
Yeah, but you might find like a really fine rare one here. Who knows?
Look, Riku, I'm not gonna fall for this again. Gonna get me
Hey,
all
let's
liquored
go.
up. Yeah, I think we're just gonna keep because we got a schedule. Keep it on. Just trying to stay on our schedule. You know.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay. Continuing onwards for another few days. You don't actually really meet anyone along the road for the most part besides merchants. At one point in time, you do see a merchant company by. Let me just find the description of this really quickly. File location. Oh, shoot. You see a merchant company at one point in time with several bodyguards, 4 of them in particular, and they just appear to be I want to say like 40s, 50s, maybe one of them even the captain by the looks of it of these bodyguards for this merchant company. And the merchant company has like three wagons traveling, and it looks like they're traveling northward from Waterdeep to Neverwinter. And the 4 bodyguards, the 4 guards of this caravan, have a big P with a circle and like a instead of a line going through it. Make a intelligence check. Yeah, I mean you don't understand the symbology here.
Yep.
Axel, you kind of know of this. You kind of know of this.
And Axel just shrugged during this whole trip.
You don't understand the logo itself, but you do know that this is a mercenary merchant guard group that provides protection to merchants up and down the Sword Coast. They offered you work at once upon a time. They go by the name of Prestige Sword Coast.
Oh,
Huh. Uh,
interesting name.
I mean, surely Riku would introduce us and um, tell them about this great new casino that's opening up over in Neverwinter, and
Sure, if they're heading up that way,
yeah.
give them the whole.
They are headed north.
We give them the whole sales pitch. Let them know what's happening, time and place, and we're like, "There's lots of corn in those containers. Make sure it winds up there." Gives them a wink.
And the merchant, who is a mustachioed dwarven dwarven man, sort of says, "Oh, uh, always enjoy a good gamble, and I assume the guards will enjoy a drink and a gamble too." And he sort of points out the guards, 2 of which are
course.
half orc, one of which is an older human male, and another which is a really like rough and tumble looking halfling.
Riku even then says,
Mm.
"Talk to a guy named Morty if you guys are looking for work."
Indeed, indeed. Sounds good. Do you have goods? Are there goods to bring back to Waterdeep? Is that what you're suggesting? The merchant asks. But were you
Who-
talking to the guards when you said that?
Yeah, about the guards. If they look like they're tough.
They do look like they're tough, and the captain, one of the human male, he looks about 60, steps forward, and he sort of says, "Why? What do you need doing?"
Well, our establishment, we're going to be running a casino / bar / entertainment. All sorts of things going on there, and we want to keep the ruffians out. You guys look like you're seasoned veterans, and that's exactly what we're looking for.
We could maybe do a job. If you need, go talk to go to the headquarters in Waterdeep. See if you can, I don't know, talk to them in Waterdeep.
The merchants?
The headquarters of Prestige Sword Coast.
Oh, okay.
What's your name so we know who's referring us to
Yeah.
Waterdeep?
What's your name, fellas?
I'm Anders, Captain Anders.
Gotcha, Anders. All right. Well, thank you, and perhaps we'll see you in the future.
Indeed. Best travels. Stay safe. High road's not too dangerous nowadays, but you never know.
You as well.
Okay. They take off northward,
Yeah.
and you guys continue southward along the high road.
Yeah. I just thought it'd be
Mhm.
funny, like we rolled poorly, and it'd just be funny if they were like bandits who had just robbed a merchant people, and we're just like. But I'm sure that's not what happened. I'm sure that everything was on the up and up.
Never know.
Yeah.
Continuing southwards, you come to a small fishing village after about another day's travel, and we're going to put you at this point south of Thornhold, which is like a half day off of the road technically. But at this point, you're basically halfway between Thornhold and Waterdeep, and it's another half day travel. As you come upon this fishing village, there is one thing that you notice as you sort of skirt along the edge of town through the road, and that there's a notice board. And on the notice board, one thing is something about don't leave your fish outside, like the raccoons keep getting them in the buckets. There's another thing about old McGarry needs a new deckhand. The last guy that went out with him was never seen again. And then there is a monster hunt notice that someone or something has been stealing livestock from the pig pens and the hen houses. And they think it might even be the work of a giant that
Does it,
will run back into the hills away from the coast. And so there is a notice that says go to the inn if you would like to get hired to find and kill the giant.
very
Hmm.
tempting. Is there? Does this? I guess we could find out more if we went to talk to the person. But yeah, how long is this thing been posted for? Is it paper? Is the paper getting? You know.
It actually looks in half decent shape. You suspect it's no more than a few 10 days old, no more than a month, but probably much more recently than that.
All right. Well, maybe we pick up the quest and then like do it. You know.
Does the post indicate what sort of reward?
It does say 100 gold pieces.
Riku kind of like scratches his head and then
Yeah.
shrugs and looks at Axel and is like, I don't know if that's worth
Look.
your time, bud.
Riku, I'm not saying we should do it right now. I'm saying here's my plan, all right? We go, we talk to the guy, and then if we have a quest we
Sure, a
can
down
do,
payment.
we have a quest we can do if we want to do it at some point, because we'll be, don't you like fun, Riku? Don't you want to battle a giant?
I mean, Riku kind of gestures towards his bag of holding.
Yeah.
He's like, it would be kind of fun to fly around.
Yeah, test your might.
Yeah, test my new broom.
All right.
Maybe.
This guy,
I'm always down to sharpen my skills, I guess.
the bounty hunter and now assassin of the group goes and picks up the monster hunt quest from the guy.
Going into the tavern, you speak with a human female bartender, red hair, curly red hair, goes by the name of Morphifa. These aren't necessarily well kept folks, but they are honest, hardworking folk you suspect in this town. And she says, look at these. Look, just go outside and look in the pen of the pigs, and you'll be able to see the footprints, and you'll be able to follow them. They lead back into the hills, sort of like maybe a mile that way, we suspect. Known to be some caves over there.
What are they pointing? Where are they pointing on
Oh,
the map? Is it
let me bring up the map again. Sorry.
to
So
the
it's
east?
actually if I bring so like the village is like a no name. It's called Homeport, but it's like a no name town, sort of like right here. And basically, she's saying that like the giant or whatever lives in the foothills, just like a mile inland.
Hmm. All right. I think Axel confidently says, "Yeah, I think I can take care of a giant." What about Riku
Okay.
over here? Riku's kind of. How long? When do you need this done by? What's
Oh,
your?
as soon as you can. I mean, it could come back tonight to steal another pig or a goat. I mean,
I mean, look. I saw in your post there on the wall that you're offering 100 gold.
it's all we could scrape together, and to be fair, like it's literally like this village is literally like a collection of like 12 hovels with like 4 fishing boats that go out with
all they
one
have.
dock. Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes it's not about the money.
Riku kind of like leans on the counter and looks at Axel and smiles. He's like, "What do you think? You want to take the job?" He's
I
just like
want,
laughing about it.
yeah, I want to do it, but I'd rather have I'd rather have a full squad to do it with,
We can
cause
handle it, Riku says, if you really want to do it.
I mean, Casimir and Rictavio are willing to assist as well.
And then Riku kind of uses message to Axel. He's like, "Do you really want to take these people's money?"
look, okay, you can keep your 100 gold. This is a charity. This is my good deed. So maybe you know, maybe I'll get a few points in the old morality meter.
And she kind of looks at you and she says, "You really you do it for free? I mean, we'd give you free room and board and drink and
Look,
everything."
That's good enough. That's all we'd ask for.
I'm a
Oh,
very
that's
successful businessman.
Yeah, we may not look it.
Oh, and I mean, I believe you if you're turning down 100 gold.
And then Riku changes his appearance to look more fancy. He's like, "How about now? Do we look successful now?"
Oh
Yeah.
my! Oh, and a wizard to boot.
Yes, I'm very powerful.
I mean, if honestly, I believe it. You look like quite the collection of freaks. Anyways,
Yeah.
I
Well,
suppose we'll take that as a compliment. He looks at
yeah.
Axel.
And you can also pay us by anytime, people come through here, you tell them about the roost and how great of people they are. And that if they have any money they would like to gamble, they can do it at Shenanigans in Neverwinter.
it would be an honor to advertise for you, good sirs,
Oh,
if you do this for us.
That's
yeah.
right.
All right.
Send everybody north. Neverwinter.
I'll tell
Like the
every
place.
merchant caravan that comes through the place.
That's right.
There we
Done.
go, boys.
All right, fair deal. Let's go. I feel better about this now.
Yeah. You were ready to just be like, I ain't doing it. Not enough money for Riku.
I didn't want to take all their money.
Look, all right. I figure, yeah, we'll probably, yeah.
What's your passive perceptions?
Passive perception, 16 for Axel.
16 for Axel.
Yep.
Oh shit! Did I leave? Let me. Oh, okay.
Mine was 15.
That's actually really good. So there is one thing as you begin to walk out of the bar, you do notice one thing, and it takes you by surprise for a moment because it doesn't like you don't. I don't know. It doesn't really look like you, but it kind of looks like the 4 of you, but maybe Uriel instead of Sir Venom. And it's a wanted poster.
In German? What is that?
I
Nice.
mean, it's Sword Coast Common. Um, it's a wanted poster, and it says 4 individuals, 1 turtle, 1 man in armor, 1 man with an eye patch, which is not really shown here, oddly enough, and 1 half elf for the crimes of robbery, murder, mayhem, and assault
Oh, that's the casino.
at the
Mhm.
Afterlife Casino outside of Daggerford.
We did do some murder and assault while we were there.
Who did
Oh,
we kill?
on whose
You c-
authority are we?
There is 1,000 gold per each of your heads on the authority of Mert, the Open Lord of Waterdeep.
Oh shit. Uh,
God damn it.
well, okay, we can fix this. Riku, you know how to use a disguise kit.
I do.
I know how to use a disguise kit. We'll just disguise it up.
We need to go incognito, and we need to tell the boys right now what's going on.
Yeah, red alert.
Yeah, so Rika would send a message or sending to the lads about this new development, basically,
Okay.
and that they need to not show their true appearance whenever possible to the
I'm a
mass public.
turtle.
Yeah, you need to not be a turtle, my friend.
We gotta clean this. We gotta clear this up.
I know, but I'm just saying for the time being, so you just don't get thrown in the slammer, you know.
Yeah. Well, right now we're getting slandered.
I mean, we
Um,
did that shit.
People are gonna pay.
It's
They're
all,
not
you
lying.
know.
We
It's
did in fact rob them.
it's perspective.
Making the business look bad.
what perspective?
Uh, well, you
Wait,
know,
wait. I don't. Yeah, I gotta remember what happened.
we
What,
didn't know it
what
was
are we being
wrong.
accused of?
Okay, so I'll just give you a rundown
We
here.
killed security guards.
Yeah, you killed multiple
They were
tieflings
trying to murder us. Yeah.
only after you started to rob them.
Well,
It was a heist.
Yeah, well, they shouldn't have had such cool shit if they didn't want us to rob it.
shit.
All right, fine.
Do they have our names? Is our names on there or just our
Your
faces?
your names are not on there. It's just your faces. And frankly,
I
like
don't
the
know.
depictions are pretty bad.
Yeah.
Like you know, one of them is not even really a turtle. Your eye patch isn't shown.
Okay.
Uriel is not with you any longer.
Okay.
Boba Fett.
Old news. Old news.
So I can still enter like I'm assuming I have my Waterdeep ID on me. Okay.
So yeah, roll an insight check.
Okay. 17.
I
Yeah,
got
so
family here now.
your belief is that so long as you are not spotted by one of the individuals who is either visiting the casino that day or like a bounty hunter who's got a better description of you somehow,
Hmm.
probably going to be fine.
Okay. Well, look, Riku, I know a guy in Waterdeep, a good friend of mine. His name is the Ram. Maybe he can give us some information on what's going on here.
Oh,
Yeah.
I like to hear that.
You just gotta pay off the right people.
I took you to my hometown. Now you get to show me around yours.
Yeah. So this is just a minor
Plus,
inconvenience.
my family's here, so
Yeah. We're gonna do some charity. We're killing a giant. We just killed a dragon that was murdering cows and other livestock.
And
So
frankly, like as long as you roll above a 10 on your survival checks, you're going to be able to get to the mouth of the cave now.
okay,
yeah.
let's do it. Let's roll above a 10.
Oh, right now, okay. Well, we got our inspiration too, in case.
Look, I did.
Oh
it.
wow, I'm not even gonna roll. That's a
The
walk-off
tracks-
roll right there.
The tracks are pretty easy to follow. At some points they sort of like go through brush, but like or they go over brush basically, and then you have to go around the brush to like find the next track because It is a rather large creature. You don't think it's a full giant. In fact, you suspect that it's a little smaller. With that survival check, go ahead and roll Arcana at advantage.
Okay. 15.
You think it's what the stuffed doll looks like. You think it's an Etten,
Oh.
which is smaller, meaner, less negotiable,
Okay.
per your understanding.
Oh, like the two-headed thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we have a doll of one of those, don't we?
Yep.
And so we'll do your combat at the beginning of next session for that. You will be at the cave mouth, and we'll set that up for you. Vincent and Sir Venom. We'll start with the two of you in the maze. So we'll start here next time. There will be a number of things that you have to do within this room to get your key, and the other two will fight Netton.